Well, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. Uh, Gotta love this way to start off here. Um, it is Friday, and it's September the 15th. Yeah, it is. And it's almost 6:30 in the morning, and as you can probably tell from this sound, yes, I still have my cold, and yes, it's still driving me just a little bit crazy, along with the itchies that come with that from literally blowing my nose so often that it's like sort of the touch. But oh well, this too shall pass. And on this fabulous Friday, I wanted to get started early. Got a lot to do today, including maybe going back to bed. Not sure. We'll see how this goes. Just took my Alka-Seltzer Plus about 30 minutes ago. I was kind of waiting for it to kick in here so that we can breathe properly and actually come and talk to you this morning. So it's almost working. Well, definitely almost. But like I said, it's just the symptoms, and we'll get over it and keep our immune system strong and healthy and all that other good stuff. So today I was looking at the decks and kind of going, okay, Lord, which deck do you want me to use? And started to reach for the Power Tarot deck, and I went, no. And so we're going to be using this one instead. I'm going to use the regular Angel Tarot deck, created by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, published by Hay House. And we're just going to see what God, His Son, and the Holy Spirit, along with the angels and our spirit guides, have to say for all of us on this day. Not sure how long this reading's going to last. Whew. I'll be very grateful when that Alka-Seltzer kicks in. I bought the severe cold and flu one. It's funny, for all the products that are out there on the market, and there's a ton of them for a cold, so many of them just don't agree with me. And yesterday I was sitting here, gosh, it had to be about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd been taking something else, and then I took a look at the expiration date. I'll tell you how infrequently I get sick, but the expiration date was from 2014. I think it had kind of somewhat expired. I knew I had thrown out most of the other stuff that I had that was like from 2012 and 2015, but I guess I missed this box. And although it kind of sort of helped, it didn't really help. And I was sitting here and literally going, as I was coughing, I went, oh my gosh, I gotta get my Alka-Seltzer. Gotta get my Alka-Seltzer Plus. Gotta get my Alka-Seltzer Plus. And I ran, I got dressed just as quickly as I could. And I slipped into my shoes and I went around the corner. My Safeway's really close by. And I ran in, and while I was there, I picked up a box of Kleenex that has got the lotion to it, so that'll help my poor little nose a little bit more. And I couldn't wait to get home and pour that first glass. And about an hour after taking it, I was kind of like, oh dear God, I can breathe. It was such a wonderful feeling. I could breathe. And so with that, I sat in my recliner and just let it do its thing. And of course, I fell asleep. I'd been in and out of sleep most of the day yesterday. And I know people were asking me for readings, but I wasn't worth my weight in salt. And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Didn't feel like eating, didn't feel like moving, didn't feel like doing anything. Never mind a reading. Not so sure I'm up to that today either for a personal way. But there is no way that I would miss coming here for you guys on YouTube and wherever else I share this. So thank you for being here with me and for going through this crazy adventure right along with me. So let's focus and we'll see which cards are going to come up today. They keep showing themselves in clumps. Okay, there's 2. But the clump that I saw just a moment ago had like 6 in it, and I'm like, that's not the right one. Okay, there's another one. And there's another one. Any others? No. Excuse me, guys. I don't mean to be coughing at you. I feel like there's one more. There it is. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, we'll try one more time. Those. Okay. Really? Okay, I thought this was going to be short. Apparently not. So, that one's a jumping card. We're going to leave it out till the end here. And how many do we have? My goodness, really? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 6-card read. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Let's take a look at the first one. Oh, my goodness gracious. And I'm going to do my best to read these today. Alrighty, so 6 of water. We're talking about your emotions. The water suit is all about emotions and those things that make you kind of feel alive. So it is literally talking about memories from your history or from your childhood. And in particular, things to do with children, and that you're romanticizing the past. Okay, so when I read that last part, that's the key buzzword in this card right now, romanticizing the past. So in order to cover up some of the pain from your childhood, you're only holding on to the good memories, which is a good thing, but you're romanticizing some of those memories and not facing the actual truth. Excuse me. And when you begin to look at the truth, although it might be painful as an emotion, it's something that you need to go through, accept, don't dwell on it, move forward, and bring it to a point of clarity. So it's an emotion you have to go through. I'm sorry. But when you do, there will be a healing process that comes from it. Next card. This is the Five of Earth. This is a card that's been showing up in a lot of personal readings over the last few months. And that you have this fear, this worry, this concern over money or finances or how to pay your bills. And the wisdom to accept help from others. You know, throughout the Power Tarot deck, when we've been using it, it's always help is nearby. It's okay to accept the help, to give and to receive. This is the same thing about being able to accept help, and that you're feeling uncertain in your own self-employment. Trust me, I get this last one more than you know. When you become self-employed and you can't count on a weekly paycheck, I'm so sorry. When you can't count on a weekly paycheck, it makes you a nervous wreck. Don't let that nervousness stop you. You know, still your mind, still your heart, go into meditation, put it into prayer, ask for guidance for the next steps to take. But don't just ask for the guidance. Ask for it in very clear, concise signs, and those signs will fall into place. They'll be out of the ordinary. They're not going to just be like, oh, I saw a blue jay today. You know, that's even if your dad always loved blue jays or, you know, whatever. Um, but look for signs that are very clear and very specific because you're asking for specific guidance. So know that your self-employment is going to be okay. But open up your heart, open up your mind, open up your soul to be able to hear. Next card. Ooh, we're talking again emotions here. Alrighty. When you ask for those divine guidance and signs, know that literally it's okay, Monica. You have this desire to move on. Oh my goodness. The search for something more meaningful in your life and spiritual and emotional growth. And is that part of what you're searching for? Is to understand what your purpose is or to understand what your next step is. Your next step literally is to share the love, to share the peace. Everyone's life purpose on this planet has one meaning. Anything beyond that is a blessing. And that one meaning is your life purpose is to love. Plain and simple, to love. To love everything and to love everyone. That's your life purpose. And to spread and share that love and help others that don't quite get that yet. Once we start loving ourselves and loving each other, then everything else falls into place as well. Next card. We're doing emotions and earth. Emotions and earth. Take a look. Here's another earth card. So let go, let God, and know that there are gifts of money, time, or effort. When you ask for the help, you'll get the help. That's literally what this is saying. And new career opportunities. Receiving a loan or paying off debts. I did hear that correctly. I just wanted to make sure that you are going to be okay. You can pay off your credit cards. You can pay off your debts. You're going to be able to make your mortgage payment. You're going to be able to pay your light bill. You're going to be able to keep your car. It's just you need to let go and take the action steps that you're being guided to and not let all of these emotions, look at how that's falling into place, not let all of these emotions stand in your way. Next card. Okay, I get it. It's an intellect card, the Nine of Air, the intellect suit. And it's you're expecting the worst, so you get the worst. Expect the best, you'll get the best. So all you got to do is change your thought processes and saying, you know what, that's not what I deserve. That's not what I'll receive. And that you need to let go of expecting the worst. You can complete the project. You can complete the plan. You will make it successful. And you're wasting precious sleep time over worrying about it, and it's not serving you any purpose. Or as Dr. Phil would say, how's that working out for you? Trust, faith, prayer, meditation. How many times have you heard me talk about the same things? Trust, faith, prayer, meditation. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Bear with me, guys. Well, obviously, the Alka-Seltzer hasn't kicked in completely yet. And last card, the jumping card, the most important card of the read. That's how I look at jumping cards. And it's the Hermit. Now, the Hermit, you think of it as someone that's alone. But you know what? The Hermit, in particular Archangel Raziel, it simply means what I just said, that you need to spend quiet time in meditation. When we're in prayer, we're talking to God. And when we're in meditation, we're listening to God. The hermit also spends quiet time alone because they're seeking wisdom. And they are truly the wise one. So you literally need to open up to the wisest of all, and that's God. And let it go. And this is going to give you that epiphany. This is going to give you that God-it feeling. It's going to be an opening up for you of self-discovery, of enlightenment, of knowing that you're on the right path, of knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be in this particular given moment in your life. So the hermit, although they spend quiet time alone, they're also the one to turn to be able to say, here I am. Don't hang out in crowds that are just kind of blocking and giving you distractions. What are you allowing to distract in your life? When's that time where you can go and sit and be by yourself and open yourself up without fear, without judgment, without guilt, without worry, and just listen to what the divine is trying to share with you? I'm going to end this reading right now. My ears. Um, So thank you for sharing with me again on this fabulous Friday. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I do have time. Not while I have this cold, but we can book it for next week. Because I'm not helping anybody this way. Not really. If you'll visit my website, it's houseofangelcardreadings.com. If you go to the readings page, you'll see the different types of readings that we do, including mediumship. You'll also see my ebook, which is my autobiography, how we got to this point. And Miss Linda, if you're watching this, and I think you are, I do want to thank you for your wonderful review on my ebook. I appreciate that a great deal. I did send you a special group request, Linda, if you're watching this, to come and join us for September 30th so you can watch it live from where you are, which brings me to my events. And yes, September 30th, we are having a mediumship event, and the proceeds are going to go to help to rescued animals. It's going to be at the same location as the last time where we had an absolute blast. And it's going to be here in Waldona. The beauty of it, well, in Waldona, Colorado, the beauty of this event is we are going to be going live via a very special Facebook group. So if you purchase a ticket from me, we're going to invite you to the group where you can watch it live and be a part of the event itself. So you don't have to live in Colorado. You can come and be a participant that way as well. If for any reason, God forbid, if for any reason the event gets canceled, you just never know with weather or whatever it might be. Anyone that purchases a ticket from me is going to get a private reading after September 30th if the event itself gets canceled. So you really got nothing to lose. Thank you for your sharing on Facebook with me. I appreciate that a great deal. It's facebook.com/House of Angel Card Readings. We're about to hit 2,500 followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's such a joy for me to be able to watch and see that page grow. And I welcome all of you that are most recent followers. It makes my heart sing to see you sharing as well. I need to stop. I'm sorry. I know I'm trying to avoid this next coughing spell. So have a fabulous Friday, a wonderful Friday. Hug your family, hug yourself. Don't let your worries override your action. It's literally what this deck is saying. Don't let your worries override your action. Not this deck, this reading. You can tell my head's all stuffed up, right? See what happens when I completely relax. This is how I sound if I completely relax my voice. So I don't want to sound that way. And all those years of training in the recording studios have got it so at least I can sound a little bit normal. But on that beautiful and wonderful note, walk in peace, walk in love, let go of the worries, let go and let God. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing. Namaste.